General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sasha Gilmore Corbin didn't want to believe Holly Sutton's claims about her paternity and the fact that Cody Bell was her first cousin, and neither did Cody when Sasha came clean. However, Robert Scorpio sent the samples off to a secure WSB lab so that there'd be no possibility of tampering. That's why Robert, Sasha, and Cody ultimately accepted the DNA results were the real deal. Of course, we have to acknowledge that the WSB is capable of some pretty shady moves. Just look at how Brennan's criminal charges were erased for his prison release and this fresh start running Port Charles WSB division. Should everyone really be so quick to trust this supposedly secure WSB lab? Maybe it's a bad idea to hinge the veracity of Holly's story on what these WSB lab results confirmed. We should point out that when Robert set this paternity test in motion, he called Brennan for a favor. What if Brennan is in cahoots with Holly somehow or is being blackmailed in some way? There's a chance that Brennan made sure those DNA results confirmed Robert was Sasha's biodad. Brennan is a sneaky character who always has some hidden agenda, so it's certainly possible he pulled some strings in the lab to make that happen. Holly might have had some sort of leverage to force Brennan's hand. Then again, it'd be a great twist if Brennan turned out to be Sasha's father instead, so maybe he covered it up thinking Robert would be a better dad for her. Brennan didn't seem to recognize Holly when they first met, but maybe they actually had a fling many years ago. It's also possible Sasha's father is someone else entirely. The point is that just because these DNA results came from a WSB lab, that doesn't mean they're trustworthy, particularly since Brennan was involved. Do you think Sasha's paternity will eventually be changed? Could there be hope for Sasha and Cody's romance after all? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching. So let's dive into today's video. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Ace Cassadine recently popped up looking as adorable as ever during his visit with Heather Weber. Grandma Heather had a chance to bid Ace farewell in the October 28 episode, but she whispered that she'd be back and seemingly sealed the deal on a return stint. It was both cute and hilarious to watch Ace interact with Heather, since he clearly has no idea who this woman is. Heather did her best to bond with the little fella, but Ace seemed weirded out to say the least. However, the latest Ace sighting served as more than just a way to amuse fans and invite predictions about Heather's inevitable comeback. On social media, Ace's most recent appearance has also reignited a debate about his paternity. Of course, we should acknowledge the obvious and point out that the show cast the twins who play Ace when they were just babies. The show couldn't have known what Jay and Joey Clay would look like as they grew older. Even so, it's a little jarring to see Ace now since he looks absolutely nothing like Nikolas. The older Ace gets, the less believable it becomes that he's Nikolas' biological son. Genetics can be a funny thing, but we should still remember that there's no hard evidence that Ace is a Cassadine. Esme Prince simply claimed Nikolas was the father, and everyone took it as fact. It was always strange that GH writers never included a DNA test to confirm Ace's paternity. Esme probably would have just found a way to rig the results anyway, but Nikolas and even Laura Collins should have at least made an effort to get confirmation. It's certainly possible that Ace's real father will turn out to be someone else down the road. Ace is being raised by Laura and Kevin Collins, but could his bio dad show up to claim him someday? If Esme is still alive and out there somewhere, she might even return to reveal that paternity shocker at some point. Whatever the case, Ace's true paternity remains a mystery without firm DNA proof. General Hospital spoilers say Ace will continue his happy childhood with Laura and Kevin for now, but stay tuned for updates on any DNA news that might shake things up in the future. However, ABC General Hospital spoilers reveal that Sidwell's vendettas are spiraling, no longer limited to Holly, but now targeting those close to Sonny. In a ruthless turn, Sidwell has kidnapped Kristina, escalating the situation into a high-stakes standoff. This abduction is not only a psychological assault on Sonny, but a warning that no one in his family is safe as long as Sidwell is at large. Upon learning of Kristina's plight, Sonny knows he must act immediately. Driven by equal parts fear and anger, Sonny throws every resource at his disposal into unearthing Sidwell's plan and securing Kristina's safe return. But this mission is about more than just rescuing his daughter. It's a battle for his family's survival. As part of his strategy, Sonny agrees to an uneasy trade. He'll give Sidwell access to Holly in exchange for 30% of Sidwell's diamond stash. The stakes are high, as Sonny is aware that any deal with Sidwell is fraught with risk. Sidwell's volatile nature means any agreement could unravel without warning. Sacrificing Holly might gain Sonny allies in the black market and bolster his influence, but it could also lead to backlash from Holly's supporters, including Robert. Yet Sonny sees the diamonds as a powerful asset, strengthening his hold over Port Charles's underground scene and giving him leverage against future threats. Meanwhile, Robert faces a dilemma as both Holly and Sasha fall into Sidwell's hands, propelling him to act. This complex situation grows darker when Robert realizes Sonny is aligning with Sidwell. Feeling betrayed, Robert is forced to reconsider his alliances as the escalating tension pushes all involved into dangerous new territory. The shifting loyalties and rising stakes in Port Charles signal the onset of a new treacherous game, where trust is scarce and betrayal lurks at every corner. As Sidwell builds his underground empire with Sonny's resources and connections, the town braces for a darker era. The alliance threatens to topple old loyalties, leaving Port Charles on edge. In this unfolding story, everyone faces unprecedented danger, unsure of whom to trust as Sidwell and Sonny's power struggle ignites a fierce underground war that will reverberate throughout the community. Additionally, ABC's General Hospital spoilers hint that as Halloween draws near, Port Charles is immersed in a chilling atmosphere, signaling a new, terrifying threat. This year's festivities will bring more than costumes and candy. Dark secrets and lurking dangers will emerge. Old memories of terrifying events like the Hook Killer and other unsolved mysteries resurface, spreading fear across town. As the Halloween season casts its shadow, Port Charles residents brace for a sinister force that might return with a vengeance, turning what should be a joyful holiday into an endless nightmare. One major cause of tension is Heather's ominous return. Known as the Hook Killer, Heather has a bloody past that still haunts Port Charles. Her presence stirs unease among residents, sparking fears that she may be plotting a new spree of violence as the Hook. The dread grows, especially as people realize that no place in town is safe while Heather is around. With her manipulative skills, she could lull anyone into a false sense of security, striking unexpectedly. As Halloween nears, the townsfolk worry that Heather may use the holiday as her stage for a terrifying comeback, launching a fresh wave of attacks. Rumors circulate that a new killer might emerge, continuing Heather's legacy as the Hook, but with a fresh, cold approach. This mysterious figure appears calculated, making it nearly impossible for residents or investigators to identify them. Every clue is hidden, and each attack seems random, heightening the atmosphere of fear. Heather, once feared as the original Hook Killer, finds herself out of control and facing the unsettling possibility that she could be a target of the new killer. For the first time, she feels vulnerable as an even darker force overshadows her place in Port Charles. The new wave of horror plunges the town into chaos, and Sasha and Kristina find themselves at the center of it all. As mysterious murders continue to occur, both women experience mounting fear and anxiety. For Sasha, this new cycle of deaths revives her own painful memories and stirs up a haunting sense of dread. Meanwhile, Kristina, determined to protect her loved ones, feels the heavy weight of the threats encroaching on her family and friends. Together, Sasha and Kristina must confront their fears and navigate through the sinister mysteries that surround them. As time ticks on, and the murder spree shows no signs of slowing, the townsfolk of Port Charles are gripped by an increasing sense of dread. Whom can they trust when anyone could be hiding behind this new killer's mask? Sasha and Kristina, now thrust into the heart of the danger, face an urgent challenge to uncover the mastermind behind these horrific events. The question remains, will they survive, or will this Halloween mark a dark turning point for them and for Port Charles? However, General Hospital fans are already reeling from Kelly Monaco leaving the soap. Now, another actor is out and someone else is taking his place. Chad Duell, who plays Michael Corinthos, will be reportedly replaced. Why and when is this happening? General Hospital actor Chad Duell is out as Michael Corinthos. He is being replaced by young and the restless alum Robert Adamson, who once played Noah. Adamson has actually played Michael once before in 2022, so he's somewhat familiar with the role. In 2022, Adamson filled in twice for 8 episodes for Duell. The big question on everyone's mind is why Chad Duell is even leaving. Soap Opera Digest revealed that there is a scheduling conflict that has come up and forced Duell to leave the show. However, fans will be pleased to know that Duell is only leaving Port Charles for a day. Adamson taking over for Duell is only temporary, and Chad will be back as Michael very soon. This announcement let fans know what to expect before Adamson suddenly appears on their screens this week. This will hopefully eliminate a lot of confusion. Adamson hasn't been on ABC in some time. Since his last appearance in 2022, he's been into making movies. He appeared as Patrick in The Final Rose and as Fletcher in One Night Stand Murder. Adamson also appeared as Oliver in the short Midnight Ruin. As for Duell, it's unclear what scheduling conflict has caused the temporary recast of his role. The news of Chad Duell being recast temporarily on General Hospital comes as fans prepare to say goodbye to Kelly Monaco, who plays Sam McCall. Monaco was fired in August for an undisclosed reason that Kelly has vowed to speak on soon. Fans last saw Sam being wheeled off into surgery in hopes of saving Lulu. Sam McCall is donating part of her liver to Lulu, who most likely would have died herself without Sam being a perfect match and agreeing to the procedure. Nobody is certain exactly what will go wrong in surgery that will take Sam out for good. However, her death on screen and off will have huge effects. What do you think about Chad Duell being temporarily replaced by Robert Adamson? Moreover, General Hospital spoilers tease that Jasper Jax hasn't been in Port Charles for several years. After his failed romance with Nina Reeves, Jax seemed less and less interested in being in Port Charles. Of course, his daughter, Jocelyn Jax, lives there, but she goes to Australia to visit her dad whenever she can. She's likely had less of an opportunity in recent months, and that may soon come back to haunt her. General Hospital spoilers: Jocelyn Jax has been busy at PCU. Jocelyn just finished her second year at PCU. Originally, she had planned on becoming a doctor, but in recent weeks, she's decided to change her career path. She now wants to work in environmental sciences. But either way, her course load has been extensive and difficult. That would be hard enough to navigate on its own. But in the meantime, Jocelyn had to deal with her breakup with Cameron Weber and her short-lived romance with Dex Heller. One way that Jocelyn has become just like her father is the way she feels about Sonny Corinthos. Sonny was married to Jocelyn's mom, Carly Spencer, for much of Jocelyn's childhood, and she always looked up to him. But when Sonny cheated on his mom with Nina, Jocelyn's feelings for Sonny began to change. With her eyes wide open, Jocelyn began to see all the terrible things that Sonny was capable of. Jax always felt the same way about Sonny, so it's only fitting that Joss feels the same. Jax has lived on and off in Port Charles for Joss' whole life, but it doesn't seem like he's coming home anytime soon. And there's a good chance that something will happen that will keep Joss from ever seeing her father again. If Jax suddenly passes away, Jocelyn would certainly feel guilty for not seeing him much recently. And even though it's small comfort, Jax's death would potentially leave Jocelyn very wealthy. Joss would likely complete her education anyway, but she would certainly have many more options available to her. But would wealth change who Jocelyn is at her core? What do you think? Do you miss seeing Jax in Port Charles? Should Jocelyn visit her father more? Could Jax's time be up so soon? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.